like monumental breaking news.
Oh,
the Guardians have traded no. The Guardians closer Emmanuel Clase is placed on the non-disciplinary and paid leave as part of MLB's sports betting investigation.
Oh,
Clase,
no.
Hell no.
Oh, no.
Bro, he just gave up a 3-run home run, Jeff.
And that is from Jeff Passan right now.
Oh,
Clase
no.
officially placed on the non-disciplinary and paid leave as part of MLB's sports betting investigation.
No.
Second Guardians pitcher tied to the investigation, joining Luis Ortiz.
We can't have nice things, you guys.
Ortiz, by the way, we didn't address it, but they're going to reassess his. They needed more time to figure out the investigation.
No, they extended his lead.
Yeah, which is never a good thing. But we got a bunch of super chats. 2 minutes real quick. I hate to cut off the San
What? Oh, no,
2 minutes on the Clase thing.
By the way, so the absolute worst possible scenario.
He just gave up a 3-run home run.
Yeah, but I
was the biggest trade.
He is your biggest asset coming into the trade deadline, and now it's like he walks away and you get nothing.
Can we do that opening topic? Hell, it's over.
Oh, my God. We can't have
we can't have nothing, bro. We can't have nothing in this damn city, man.
Jay, that's two. That's two.
And here's the thing.
In the same.
So I talked about this on Channel 3. I never got a chance to do this here. I'm going to do it quickly but I think it's very important. This is a byproduct of over-gambling in sports. You want to gamble on sports? Who's going to win? Why do we have next pitch gambling?
That's wild.
Why do we have that?
That's crazy.
And here's what's coming. There's going to have to be a major pullback from the sports betting industry, the gaming industry, as to how many bets and what they offer. Because if you are betting on a next pitch scenario, you're hooked. You have a problem.
But Jay, that would mean they had to get that money back.
I don't care. G. You know why? You know what we've lost that we can't get back? I talked about how in this business we earn our reputation every day.
You literally just said that.
Go lose it and try to get it back. You can't. That money, that's fine. You know what you can't get back? Integrity.
So
if I don't believe what I'm seeing is real, then I'm watching wrestling.
Just think
and
about
why
this.
am I watching?
Jay just talked about integrity in your name. Jay laid it out perfectly earlier about the scenario when he gave up the home run. And at the end of this show, we get news about sports gambling after we just talked about the Guardians still trying to hang in there. At the end of the trade deadline, he being one of the guys that could have possibly been being traded.
Now listen, it's presumptuous to assume that it was over the home run.
But it could have been something way more.
I'm just saying, it could have been a final score.
Yeah, my inkling is that there was something else. Here's my hope. They better not go back to the postseason from last year.
Mr. Accolade poster?
Because he's thrown his last pitch in a Guardians uniform if it does.
Allegedly.
You know what? Listen, let's call it what it is.
One last new detail on the Clase. He has joined Ortiz on the non-disciplinary and paid leave through August 31st.
Okay.
So that means regardless of whether this turns out to be real
or fake, he
will not be part of the Guardians.
He will not be traded. He will not be pitching. He will not be helping. And you know what? As of that moment, we're sellers. We're sellers.
Yeah.
Buy Shane Bieber. He's gone. You got to get whatever you can for him. And you know what? Like I'm not going to hate the player as much. These guys are wrong. It's posted on every major league clubhouse billboard, like a billboard. The all-time hits king never got to go into the Hall of Fame because he bet on baseball. It is the cardinal sin, and in many regards it should be. But it is stealing. When you tell a pitcher, I could make $100,000 as to whether or not you throw a ball or a strike to the first hitter in the third inning.
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm sorry, it's too easy. Now they're catching them because there are all kinds of algorithms that they're finding. Well, here's a betting anomaly.
If I had a teammate that just got knocked.
Well, it's likely
something in your head.
I know, but it's likely this goes back.
Yeah,
I get it, but it's just like
because when they get one person, they start to say, okay, well, let me go back and look at some of this other stuff.
Right.
And by the way, I'm starting to look at the Ohtani translator thing. I'm not saying it but
the home run versus Detroit last year in the playoffs.
I'm not going to speculate on any at-bat. I just said what I was saying, and I probably shouldn't have brought this up, but what I said
but it's
it better not go back to that.
It's triggering, though.
But in all likelihood, guys, here's the sad thing about it.
It was probably somebody else outside.
It's most likely what Ortiz did is the smart way to game the system. They just got greedy and probably put too much action on it. And the pitches were too obviously spiked.
Right.
Okay? But here's my point on that. If this has never happened, but let's just say there was a conversation between Ortiz and Clase. Let's just say they're boys. And Ortiz said, man, you know that pitch I threw for a ball in the third inning? And here's how non-impactful that pitch was. Clase would have been like, no, I don't remember that. He's like, well, the first pitch is the third inning. I spiked. It's like a 58-foot slider. It was a ball. Oh, okay, yeah, what about it? I made $100,000 on that pitch. I said, well, huh? What? I'm just saying this is what could happen. Baseball, it's not baseball. When the sports gaming industry has made it too easy to do that.
This is basketball people too. Like we
saw it in basketball. We saw it in basketball.
Malik Beasley took a ball and went full court.
I don't gamble, so I'm not one to ask, but wouldn't it be okay if we lived in a world where you bet the winner of the game, an over and under? We're betting on individual pitches, you guys. There's an app.
You can bet on literally everything, Jay.
Okay, so the pendulum was you bet on nothing, and then it swung to you can bet on whether or not he's going to grab his crotch in the next at bat. I don't need to bet on that. Is the next pitch going to be a ball, a strike, or a hit? I don't need to bet on that.
You know it's a person out there that will bet if the sun come up tomorrow.
But here's my point, G. They say they're interested. In every ad they run, in little font that you can't even read, it says, if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's a funny meme, and it's funny because it's true? You've seen it. It's an Instagram video. The two dudes have they call the gambling anonymous hotline, and it's on speaker. Two guys, and they're like, all right, man, $100, it's a guy. I'll take that. Answers, it's a girl or whatever. They're like, yeah! Okay, you don't need to call Gambling Anonymous to find out if you have a problem, bro. You already have a problem.
Jay, you're probably old enough to remember
Art Schleicher?
No, smoking billboards.
Oh, absolutely.
Or
bro, commercials on TV.
So they got rid of that. And people still smoke 3 packs a day.
Well, now, but in fairness, if you call this up, if you call up smoking frequency in the United States, there is a correlation between the ads going away. When we smoke now is less as we've ever smoked in this country.
And when they got rid of the obscene rules, they'd be like, "Hey, we'll let you smoke inside the same building as other people."
Bro,
in the
you know what's funny to me? This is how old I am. Okay, this is how old I am. I was probably 10. It might have been one of the very first flights I ever took. I was always like adverse to cigarette smoke. It just bothered me, my throat, my eyes. I never tried to smoke anything in my whole life. I've never inhaled anything like that. I'm on an airplane, bro, and a guy sparks up a smoke, and he's a couple rows in front of me. And I'm like, oh, no, this is not going to be good.
He was in the smoking section.
I wasn't going to complain, but the woman next to me noticed that I was kind of like doing one of these numbers. I was fine by myself. I was 10. I'm looking around, and she goes, oh, that's the non-smoking section. And I'm like, wait. 3 rows up, non-smoking. I don't see any partitions. I don't see any, we're all breathing circulated air. We're in a metal tube. There's no smoking section.
I remember being in bars and being able to buy cigarettes, and then they stopped it overnight.
You wake up the next morning, you smell your clothes. You're like, man,
my grandmother smoked Virginia Slims.
They're like that long.
My grandfather
smoked that thing for like a half hour.
My grandfather smoked Lucky Strikes.
No filter.
No.
You're just like, yeah, I'm going to try to get the cancer right in the lung.
I got a contact high.
Virginia Slim.
Bunch of super chats. So we're going to just extend today's show. We won't do it.
Can we do that?
We'll do it. Yeah, I stopped the stream on the back end, but it won't mess up YouTube.
Okay.
Real quick before we get to super chats. Yes or no, Jay? And then G and then Earl will go around the horn. Yes or no? Will Clase ever pitch in Major League Baseball again?
I don't have enough information to make that assessment right now. If I were a betting man, I would say no.
G?
A major league investigation is like when when you get indicted by the feds. They don't lose those cases unless you're P. Diddy.
Yeah.
I mean, he just out-lawyered him.
Jay is cooking it.
No, I mean, go look, their prosecution rate, bro, it's the government.
Hey,
if they don't have a case, they'll rig it so they do.
And by the way, the Guardians put out a statement that said this is the end of the Guardians' ties to whatever.
Okay,
How do you know that, though?
Well, as far as they know, they're working with Major League Baseball, and I'm going to go as far as to say this. I wonder now, because I kept saying something's wrong with this team, something's going on in the clubhouse that we don't know about. This is not a baseball thing. You don't go from, not that they were a juggernaut, but they were like 10 games over 500 at one point this year. And then all of a sudden they can't score runs and they're losing everything. And I said something is wrong with this team.
It'd be
and then when Ortiz came out, I felt, oh, okay, I guess they knew Ortiz's investigation was going on. But I bet you we're going to find out that they were informed about Clase even